All right, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. You guys already know, Set and Forget Army. Appreciate you guys for coming back. We've been uploading YouTube videos like crazy. We've been consistent on YouTube for about maybe 3 months. I've been taking kind of YouTube serious. You guys already know I'm doing an educational video every single Tuesday and a podcast every single Friday, which they have been going insane. Like, the feedback I've been getting is ridiculous. So shout out to you guys. Appreciate all the love you guys have been giving me. So I want to make this video not only to help you guys. You guys know I'm posting so much free shit in my Telegram. I have a free Telegram. I'm just gonna pop it up right here where I'm posting a bunch of educational stuff. You guys can literally just go here and go check it out. It's just like literally a bunch of educational stuff. I literally walk you through basically free signals on my free Telegram. If you guys want to join the free Telegram, just click the link below. And I realized what I'm teaching you guys in the free Telegram is just like a free basic swing trading strategy. So I'm like, you know what? Let me do a YouTube video on the best Forex swing trading strategy part 1. I just want to set the foundation for you guys for the upcoming videos. You guys know I don't have a course. I don't have any, nothing. All I do is a boot camp occasionally here and there with limited seating. And I have my signals, but my signal room is closed. I'm coming out with an app in the next 15 to 20 days. Once the app comes out, you guys can come over and then hop onto the signals, which we are in a 9-week winning streak. Let me see if I can actually pop that up right now, actually. So this is the actual spreadsheet of my journaling of my signals for the past, I think, 7 weeks. As you guys can tell, this is the percentage that I'm making per week, every single week. Only risking 1%. I need you guys to understand that this is only 1%. If I were to risk 2%, this total number would double to basically like 164, because that's double. So let's say this week we made 9%. If you risk 2%, you would have made 18, 14. Here you would have made 30. Here you would have made 50%. So currently right now we are on a nice winning streak. So I'm gonna open up the signal room and then let's keep this ball rolling. So the best Forex swing trading strategy part 1, right? So before anything, I want you guys to understand my time frames. You guys need to understand if we're going to be swing trading or trading on the higher time frames. You got to have these time frames up here. When I realized on the boot camp with some of the students is they didn't even have them favorited. They just had them like this without there. So subconsciously, like, you're not reminding yourself. All you're basically focused on is the 4 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour. No, you need to pop up the higher time frames. You need to have them there because you just subconsciously will always see it when you're flickering up and down the time frames, and you just click on it. You need to see it. The most important thing about this business is you need to see what is happening. If you are only seeing these time frames right here, you simply don't know what's happening under the time frames. If you're only focusing on price right here, you're too into the chart. You're too like a horse, or just focus on like what's in front of you. You're not even realizing that you're actually selling or buying at a level that is used as support and resistance in the past, right? These are all crucial things, and it comes down to a very simple foundation, and that is you need to see what you're looking at, right? So this is why I like just sitting back, pushing my chair back just a little bit, enough to be able to analyze what is going on. So the foundation of a swing trader, I think any trader in general, it should be start off on the higher time frame. Go out to the weekly, go out to the monthly, and what are we doing? Just get the overall flow. Just zoom out. Obviously, this is too far, but you want to zoom in on what's going on. I would want to say max. So if we're in 2018 here, so let's just call it 4 or 5 years. So you just want to focus on 4 or 5 years of price, which would be basically this right here. So you just zoom in and then you only focus on what's relevant, right? As you can tell, we had price go bearish, then we kind of went bullish, and we're basically right now at a zone where, if you notice, if you just zoom out, you get the bigger picture. We're at a support level, just overall. Doesn't matter like if you don't see what's going on. You know that when price comes into this level and we are above it, we're simply buying. If we are under, we're obviously selling. And in this case, we're above it. So this is a good sign. So you want to be buying, right? So this is where, after you've identified that we're 1 at a support and 2, we're basically bullish. Now you understand, all right, the higher time frames are bullish. Let's see what I can find on the daily time frame. All right, so now the daily time frame, people make the same mistake. They'll look at the chart too far like this, trying to focus on the same for years or whatever the case is, or try to have the same chart open. And it's crucial because you can't even see the wicks or candlesticks. You got to focus on what matters. So I would say on the weekly, focus on 4 years, and when it comes to the daily, focus on 2 years max. Like, just focus on what's going on right here. So when you zoom into actual price, you can see what is going on. Like, you can actually see all of the candlesticks. You could properly identify a level of, let's just say here, resistance used as support. You can take your dragging it down, support, resistance, resistance, support, resistance, so on and so forth, right? You can't identify these levels if you're way too out here, right? So 2 very important things. Make sure you identify where we are on the weekly time frame. Are we bullish? Are we bearish? Are we at a support level or resistance? And when you're on the daily, zoom in enough that you can properly identify these levels of resistance that are used as support, and you can properly see the candlesticks, right? After doing so, you need to identify, obviously, where are we on the daily? Are we at a resistance? Are we at a support? You need to understand that if whatever you're doing on the weekly, you want it to roll over on the daily, on the 4 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour. You need all of these confluences to come together. You need to understand that if you're bullish on the weekly, bearish on the daily, bullish on the 4 hour, just consolidating on the 1 hour, you're just like, nothing is looking good. You're literally just choppy. You want everything to be bullish, so then you're just going with the wave. You're like, in this game, we're not going to create our own wave. I know it sucks. It's crazy. Like, it is what it is. Like, it's just not going to happen here. You got to go with whatever the market gives you. And if the market is giving you nothing, you do nothing. If the market is giving you down, you go down. If the market is giving you up, you go up. And that's all we do as traders, is find an opportunity to get in on one of those moves. So in this example right here, obviously we identify we're at the weekly level of support. You go down to the daily. We are now above a daily level of resistance. As you guys can go to the free Telegram, or if you guys want to join the free Telegram, the link is in the description below. So in the free Telegram, I updated this trade exactly when we were doing this. So the moment we broke above it, I was like, all right, cool, bet. I can't do nothing now. I can't buy right now, simply because I'm just buying in La La Land. I'm literally buying in the middle of nowhere. I need price to come back, use the same level that it used as resistance, resistance, to use it as support, to then go long. What a coincidence that this same exact thing that I'm waiting for here happened right here. Look at the same break above, the same retest, and then the push, right? So this is where I have waited for the price to come back. And one thing is, this is very easy to explain and, just be like, all right, yeah, cool, I'm gonna go now to the charts and do it. But no, like, this doesn't happen always perfectly all the time. This is what I teach in the boot camp and the signal room. Like, I can go and show you perfect examples all the time, but perfect examples don't come all the time. You guys need to understand that. That's what a lot of gurus do. They just show you like the cleanest trade, and then that's what they just base off the whole entire course or whatever. No, I base it off of reality, and what's happening right now is reality. We had the pullback. Just because you had the pullback doesn't mean that you can buy. That's basically what I had just told you could do here. You could just wait for the pullback and then you buy it. No. Notice how this pullback has now closed under the resistance. Notice how this has pulled back, but it closed above. This has pulled back and it has closed under, meaning you can't buy because you're going to simply just hit your head at this resistance level right here, which is not ideal. You would need for price to get above that resistance again, come back and retest and then go. So if you notice here, all of this time, I'm updating in the signal. I'm like, guys, we're not doing nothing. We're trading a bunch of other pairs that look a lot cleaner versus what's going on here. So this is where we would go down to the 4 hour. And after we finally get the break out of the 4 hour, notice this is just a consolidation zone. Notice what I had said at the beginning. You identify where we are in the weekly, daily, 4 hour. And as you can notice, 4 hour was bullish. Daily was under resistance. 4 hour was consolidating at this point. So what do? Simply nothing. You just sit back and wait for the trade to give you the right move. So at this point right here, we've identified that now we've gotten the push up. Now we're waiting for the retest of the area of interest right here, along with the EMA. This is where you get your entry signal, and this is basically where we are right now, just continuing the trade to the upside. I personally did not take this trade simply because I was trading other pairs right now, which I think I'm floating in profit. Yeah, so I'm actually floating very nicely in profit on GJ. Let me actually just show you guys the trade. So show you guys that this is a no cap zone. I'm not going to show you guys the actual count size, but you guys could see right there. Floating currently right now about like 5K in profit, which is doing good. Sent this trade out earlier in the signal group. But it goes with the same foundation. What are we doing on the weekly? What are we doing? Up. What are we doing on the daily? Up. What are we doing on the 4 hour? Up. What are we doing on the 2 hour? Up. Everything is up. So I'm looking to go up with the signal. It's that simple. You get me? Obviously, there's a lot more that goes, like so much more that goes into it. Stop loss placement, entry signal, EMA, structure, lower time frame. Like there's just a lot more that goes into it. But obviously this is only part 1. I'm going to create a series of this video, and if you guys basically want to see more of it, make sure to join the free Telegram. Make sure to turn on your notifications. Make sure to stay tuned to my Instagram and my updates when it comes out to the app, because the app, I'm going to be dropping some gems in there. I'm just going to like create my own Instagram within the app. I don't want to keep mixing my Instagram with like my regular life and then trading. It's just like a big mix. So anything trading related, I'm going to post in the app. So yeah. Appreciate you guys watching the video to the end. I hope this sets a very nice and simple gem foundation to what is to come in the next series of the, Forex trading strategy simplified for beginners. So yeah, please give me some feedback. You guys' feedback means everything. I hope this is very simple. Might have been a little bit fast, but I just wanted to get the message across of what is to come. But I have to create the foundation first so you guys can be able to understand everything that is to come in the future. So appreciate you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in Friday's podcast. Take it easy.